I used to always say, if people would just sit down with me and actually take the time, like, to get to know my story like you guys are doing right now, like, they would totally think a different thing, and they, you know, I'm not a bad person. I'm not out here because I'm doing bad things, or, you know, I have a good home I could go to and I blew the chance.
Growing up, I always wanted to have that happy home, that place to lay my head, you know, for wake up in the same spot, you know, but we're not bad, we're just stuck.
Before I came here as, I live on the streets and, like, kind of just, like, drink all the time. And
some nights I stay outside, it'd be cold, and I'd be, like, asking people for change, and they'll just look at me and be like, no, I don't have any change.
People stealing stuff from you, or you get beat up by other people who've been down here the longest. In the short run, you basically sleep outside if you don't have any services.
When you don't really have anywhere to go, when you're pretty much out on your own, and then you're really, really out on your own. And that's just kind of what happened.
I believe that change is possible. I've seen countless examples of positive change that has worked.
This exercise is all about that, connecting with each other. So one of you decide whether or not you want to be the sculptor or the person being sculpted.
A young woman, well, her family came to sort of a parting of the ways, and she was on the street. She was age 17 and came here. She also went through our housing program, went through the employment program, and we were able to facilitate a reunion of that family. And they then helped send her to college. And about 2 years later, I got a phone call from her. She was in Florida working as an emergency technician for an ambulance company.
Start noticing as many different things as you can about them and what those things say about who they are as people.
I have stories about kids that have almost died, overdosed on heroin, people that have been raped, and people that, you know, just close to death. You know, when we hit bottom, it's not about where we sleep in the next, you know, that night. It's about maybe finances or relationships, or it's not what these kids deal with every day. You know, so these kids have another level of surviving that we don't have no idea about.
Green, red, yellow, green. There, that's it.
It might appear to the community that, you know, what does Outside In do? It's sort of mysterious. You know, they have all these programs, and it's really just a really wonderful way to look at what will work for each particular person. As long as you meet the criteria and you come in, hopefully there will be something that matches up with you, and it'll facilitate what you need to do. And Outside In is extremely innovative, and it works.
Our goal is to prevent these youth from simply growing up to join the adult homeless. And if we can, that's a tremendous impact that we make, not only on the life of that particular youth, but on systems, on use of social service systems, juvenile justice systems. We make a huge impact for this community.
We want to say welcome. We want to say we respect you. You'll get through this crisis. You have what it takes. And let us help you with the resources to find the way.
If you can imagine, you know, being homeless for 6 years, and then in 6 months, you know, Outside In got me off the streets.
The staff here are a lot wonderful. They care about what you need. They help you set your goals, and they make sure you accomplish your goals.
In the next year, what I plan to do is get into a inpatient treatment center. That's my first goal. After that, I will then acquire my GED, and after that, hopefully, go to college.
My 5-year plan is to get done with like college, like all my schooling in the next 5 years. But I really want to like start my own business someday. And that's like my 10-year plan, is to really get my own business going.
It's programs like this that help save lives. If it hadn't been for Outside In, I really don't know where I would have been at this point. They helped me out, and I want them to help a lot of other people out too.